Hello, my name's George. I'm a teacher here at Create Music, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to quickly tune your ukulele. Now we're going to be focusing mainly on the head of our instrument up here, where we have our 4 tuning pegs. Each one is allocated to one of the 4 strings. We will need to know what these string names are, along with which way to turn our tuning pegs, and we're going to be discussing that really soon. But we'll start with our string names. So going from the top, we have G, C, E and A. Or, something our pupils may recognise a bit more, good children eat apples, which is an even simpler way to remember this. It's worth remembering that every ukulele can be played in a right-handed or a left-handed position. So right now, I have the ukulele in a right-handed playing position, so the head of my instrument is pointing to the left. If I wanted to play it in a left-handed position, all I would need to do is turn the ukulele around. Now the head's pointing to my right, and the tuning will be exactly the same from top to bottom. We would still have G, C, E and A moving down. If you are in doubt about this, I would always give it a try in a right-handed playing position to start with, because most people do play this way, although some very strong left-handed people will prefer to play the other way around. So let's get to tuning these 4 strings. I'm going to be using a smartphone application in the video today to do the tuning. So all I will do is go onto the App Store, and using my smartphone, I will just download the first guitar tuner that I see. Most guitar tuners will have a function to also tune other string instruments on them as well, such as ukulele or banjo, etc. And it's going to be using the internal microphone from that device to listen to the sound that's coming out of my instrument and see how close, or how far we are from the notes we're aiming for. This does mean we'll need to get the phone very, very close to our instrument if it is using the microphone, because nothing's plugged in here, it's just going to be sounds travelling through air. So let's cut to that clip now. So now that we have a nice close-up of the head and our tuning pegs, we're going to start tuning our ukuleles. I have my smartphone currently on my leg, again really, really close to the instrument so we can hear the sound that's coming from it as clearly as possible. We are going to need to play our strings quite quickly when we do tune a ukulele, much quicker than you would on the guitar or other string instruments where they have much longer strings which are able to vibrate for longer periods of time. With the ukulele we're going to have to play that string a bit more regularly, because otherwise it will die out very, very fast, and then the microphone from our device isn't going to be able to listen to it as accurately. So let's get a bit of a transfer now from the smartphone app on the screen, and you'll be able to see that I have toggled across to ukulele. This particular guitar tuner has the function to tune a guitar, a bass or a ukulele right there, and currently I am obviously on the ukulele. You can see there's 4 strings. It even tells you on the bottom of the screen there, G, C, E and A, or good children eat apples, so we know exactly what we're aiming for. So let's start with the very top string. I'm going to play the G string, or what we're aiming for is the G, of course, so let's listen to that. Okay, so it's telling us straight away we need to go up there, so I'm going to play that again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the tuning peg that has the G string wrapped around it, so the first one that you're going to see here. I'm going to turn it away from us, so it's going to be basically anti-clockwise. There we go. So we probably heard that sound there confirming that it is in tune, and we see the little arrow there has gone right to the centre, so we're always aiming for the centre on all of these. Because we have 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom for our tuning pegs, the way that we turn it is going to be different just because of that mirrored layout we have there. So to make the string go tighter, I just turned the tuning peg away from me, and that's going to make the note go higher. So let's see what the next string sounds like. So that's the opposite way. That one's actually too high, so therefore the tuner is telling us to go down. So I'm going to turn that tuning peg now towards me, or clockwise. Okay, perfect. So I did overshoot that a little bit too much, so I had to turn it the other way just to adjust it there so it went right back to the centre. But yeah, loosening that string off, we were going the opposite way, like that. We were turning it clockwise. So let's put that back to where it should be. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Let's move to our next string, the E string. Now we're on the bottom, so it wants us to go up. It wants the note to go higher, so I'm actually going to turn it clockwise now. So to go tighter, towards me. Excellent, there you go. And then the last string. And that one's too high, so away from me this time, anti-clockwise. Perfect, and you can hear how those notes really die out very, very fast on a ukulele, so we will need to keep it going quite a lot so that that microphone can pick it up there. So if I go through the strings now, perfect, so sounds great. So we have our 4 strings in tune now. Just remembering that when we do tighten the string, that is essentially making the string go to a higher pitch, and then when we loosen the string, that's making it go to a lower pitch. Our musical alphabet runs from A to G and then starts again. We have a sharp note in between every one apart from the B and the E in that pattern. So the sharp notes are just like the black notes that you can see on a keyboard that we have in between. So when you're in that position and the strings are all to G, C, E and A, you should have a nice tuned ukulele. Thanks.